Hello everyone, and welcome back to some more Danganronpa 2 with me, Phantom Zwei. When we last left off, much to my dismay, Ibuki is dead. And so is Hiyoko. So, this episode, we are going to try and find out what happened. So, let's get to it, shall we? Ding dong. Dong ding. I was expecting bing bong. Body discovery announcement. Two body discovery announcements. So it is going to work that way instead of one body discovery announcement encompassing, like, all of it. Okay. Two body discovery announcements in a row. That means the hanged body with the hemp bag on its head. Hiyoko's suspended body. Both of these bodies have been discovered at the same time. What is this? Hiyoko! Who the hell's that other one wearing the hemp bag? Could it be two victims? No, you think? But when I was here earlier, I didn't see Hiyoko's body. I only saw that hang body over there. Not even 10 minutes passed. But still, why?
What is this? Impossible, 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 impossible. It's impossible for killings to happen on this island.
Shut up, idiot! For now, we should lower that person wearing the hemp bag to the ground. Leaving it like that is just too sad.
Yes?
But what about preserving the scene of the crime? Who fucking cares about that? There's a control panel. Excuse me.
There's a control panel for the baton lighting on the wing of the stage. You can lower the body with that.
That one! Fuyuhiko ran over to the wing of the stage and pressed a button on the control panel. With a motorized sound like a growl of a starving beast, the baton lighting slowly descended. When it descended enough for us to reach it, we all worked together to lower the body. Now, I'm going to take off the hemp bag, okay? We already know who it is, though. Ugh! Even though I expected it, I still didn't want to confront that reality. Under the hemp bag, there was no denying the face I saw belonged to Ibuki. Damn it!
It's all my fault. If only I did a better job watching over Ibuki. You're wrong. It's not your fault, Beacon. No matter how we feel, the one at fault is...
Jeez, it feels like someone died in here or something.
Now you finally showed up, the root of all evil.
How dare you call your big brother the root of all evil? I even went to the trouble of bringing everyone for you. Bringing everyone? What the hell's going on here?
Ibuki and Hiyoko?
So two people have been killed. Whoa there, that's not all. I've also summoned the others who were at the hospital. The others? Looks like another serious incident occurred while I was unaware. I can't believe it did such a horrible thing. Nagito, Akane, you're okay. Huh? Of course.
What do you mean, of course?
Are you talking about the despair disease? Jeez, you guys, that stuff is totally over now.
Over?
Yeah, because I got bored.
For that silly reason?
And now that the killing has started, there's no need to keep that motive around anymore. Yeah, the despair disease is gone now, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. I don't think we should just dismiss the despair disease as important. What the heck? That's impossible! How can you spread a disease and cure it so easily? Who cares about the itty-bitty details? What matters is that it's already been cured. So, let's go back to our main topic and proceed as usual. The Monokuma File 3. Poo poo poo. I'll be waiting at the class trial. Do your best to investigate.
Again, we have to do this again?
We have no choice. Like last time, if this means one of us killed these two, then we cannot let this be.
Why do we have to do this?
Thinking like that won't do anything. We have to do this. If you don't do anything, we'll all be executed. Okay, so I'm gonna start putting the pieces we know together right now. One thing, at least I need to keep in mind, is that even though Mikan was with us in the morning, we have no idea what she was doing overnight. And same thing with Ibuki, Nagito, and Akane. We don't know if they were all at the hospital all night, because we weren't there, even though they were all supposed to be in the hospital. Of course, the same thing with the motel crew. What the heck the surveillance thing was about, with us seeing someone walk up to the stepladder, and with the noose was, I have no idea. It seems like it was something recorded or something. One thing also I noticed was in the recording, Ibuki's hair wasn't hanging out of the hemp bag, but when we found her, it was. So was that a pre-recorded? Like, basically someone sent that through, like, overnight. Just to try to make it look like Ibuki killed herself. But it was really the killer trying to throw off everybody. But who was the killer? I have no idea who the killer was at this point. And why Hiyoko? Gonna have to find more evidence before I can really theorize, I guess. Don't do anything, we'll all be executed! Abandon your overdependence and complaints this instant. Those have no place in this world. But what about Nekomaru? What's going to happen to him? Is he not going to participate this time? Is that even allowed? Nekomaru. Huh? Strange. I'm crying. What happened to me? Looks like lingering after effects of the despair disease. It's nothing for you to worry about. You okay? Okay. So they can kind of, that just showed us, they can jump back and forth between having the despair disease and back to normal. Which to me means I was probably onto something with the Mikan thing, because that was clearly not her being normal. Clearly not her being normal. So, is there someone else suffering from that disease, and is that why the killer ended up doing something like this? Who knows? It definitely is part of it. We also, like they were just mentioning, can't discount Nekomaru. He could, like I said before, easily have been in the hospital. We just didn't know it because he wasn't in a labeled room. Anyway. Fortunately, it seems like I have nothing to worry about. Since you had the liar disease, your after effects could be lies. Maybe.
Please leave Nekomaru to me. Everyone must focus on investigating, so I must do my very best. Alrighty, I will definitely bring back Nekomaru, and when everyone's dressed.
Seems we should leave Nekomaru to Monomi. What about guarding this area? Do we still need it? I'll stay. I still don't feel good yet. It's better if I stay here too, right? I should perform the autopsy again, right? Then I'll leave that to you. Then let's get started. So we can end this nightmare for good. That's right, we need to end this. We need to finish this, once and for all. I know there's no way we can believe that one of us did this. but for those two's sake. We need to find the truth. Then, we need to end this nightmare once and for all. Investigation time.
Huh?
Like, I've been putting up with this for a while. But why is it so damn hot in here? I hate being hot. Because your clothes are so smothering. I seriously can't stand it. I'll let you guys investigate this place. And so, Kazuichi left the music venue under a cloud of grumbling complaints. It really is hot. In fact, it's swelteringly hot. Why is it this hot? No, before that, I need to check the Monokuma file first. Good plan. There are 2 victims this time. Ibuki Miyoda and Hiyoko Sayonji. Ibuki Miyoda's cause of death was a crushed windpipe as a result of choking. Ugh. There are no other external injuries. Okay, a crushed windpipe as a result of choking does not necessarily mean that it was due to the noose, though. She could have been strangled beforehand and taken here. But the obvious assumption is it was from the noose. Hiyoko Sayonji's cause of death was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged tool. Damn. It appears her death was instant. Well, that's good. What the... Is this it? I already knew the cause of death from the beginning, so this isn't going to be a useful clue. Don't dismiss it so quickly, Hajime. Monokuma file number 3 has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. It's strange. Why did the killer kill 2 people? Huh? I mean, the more people you kill, the more clues you'll leave, right? So I don't think it's really necessary to kill 2 people and take that kind of risk. I agree with that. Or was there a reason they had to kill 2 people? A reason for killing 2 people? Regardless, something like this shouldn't be forgiven, so... I will definitely find the truth behind this case. That's what I think. Seriously, I'd really prefer it if she had a more confident-sounding catchphrase. Alrighty, Sonia. It has happened once again. 2 of my cherished friends died at the same time. I cannot believe it. This is the place where Ibuki sang for Fuyuhiko. Yoko looked like she was having so much fun listening to her music. Now those 2 are no longer here. Such a tragedy. I understand how you feel, but please get a hold of yourself. 2 of our friends were killed. That's all the more reason we can't just leave this alone, right? We must do this then, for the sake of the 2 who have fallen. Alright, Chiaki. Or Stage, apparently. Alright, well, let's go ahead and talk to Chiaki first. Then we'll examine the stage more closely. With her arms crossed and a thoughtful look on her face, Chiaki was staring, or rather silently staring at the stage floor. Did something drop on the floor there? Nothing dropped. It's just dirty. Dirty? See? Take a close look at the floor. Ah. If you look closely, you're right, there's a smudge as if something was wiped off. Wait, this isn't something. Is this a bloodstain? Well, a bloodstain isn't strange. Hiyoko's neck was slashed not far from here. Rather, what's strange is, why did the killer try to hide it? Hide it? If they weren't trying to hide it, they wouldn't have bothered wiping it off. The reason the killer wiped off the bloodstain. As long as the body's nearby, there's no way they'd be able to conceal the crime by wiping off a bloodstain. So what was the killer trying to hide? Smudge on the floor, huh? I don't have a clue. Alright, let's look at Hiyoko. Hiyoko's body is suspended against the pillar on the side of the stage. She's wrapped against the pillar with duct tape. She looks like she was forced to stand upright. Damn it! Who did this? According to the Monokuma file, her cause of death was a slit throat. Her neck looked like it stopped bleeding, probably because of the duct tape wrapped around it. But Why is Hyoko's kimono like this? Her kimono is all disheveled. Also, her sash is tied in the front. Did the killer do this too? But when did the killer kill Hyoko? When I first discovered Ibuki's body, I didn't see Hyoko's body here. If that's the case, Hyoko was killed. It must have been during the time I was getting everyone before I came back here. But that was barely 10 minutes. Is it really possible that the killer killed Hyoko and taped her up in such a short amount of time? Well, it could be that Hyoko was already dead, and whoever killed her was, they were hiding. But I have no idea why. Even if it is possible, whoever did it would have had a narrow window of time to do so. Because the killer must be someone who doesn't have an alibi during that time, right?
What?
Hey, Hajime! Do you have a minute? No, you're in the way. I don't wish to be in your way at all, but there's something I really need your help with. Help? If you look closely, there's an unnatural shape bulging from inside Hyoko's kimono. So I was thinking she might be hiding something. Wait, hold on. Don't tell me you want me to search inside Hyoko's kimono. Huh? That's exactly it. Well, it would have been a problem if she were alive, but she's dead now, you know? Don't mess with me! Are you saying there's no problem with it now that she's dead? Fine, if you don't want to do it, I'll just have to ask someone else. Hey, Akane! No, what's up? Well, there's something I want you to do for me. It looks like there's something inside Hyoko's kimono. So can you feel around for that? Huh? I don't really understand, but I just gotta check Hyoko's kimono, right? Thank you, Akane. Helping each other is such a wonderful thing. Let's see. Akane reached through the duct tape binding Hyoko as she stuck her hand inside her kimono. Damn it. She's tied up so tight I can't really reach you with my hand. Oh wait, hold on. There's something. Is this what you were looking for? Is this a key? Is it the key for the music venue? Thus meaning that Hyoko had to be inside when Hajime entered initially, because the door was locked when we tried to return. I don't know. I assume that's what it is. It looks different from the keys to the cottage. So this may be a key to her motel room. Key to her motel room, huh? I guess not. If her key was so deep inside her kimono that it'd be hard to remove, then it's very unlikely that the killer tampered with this evidence. Because if this is a trap, they would have put it more towards the front of her kimono so we'd notice it easier. Which means we can conclude this is something Hyoko had with her all along. Motel room key has been added to the truth bullet section of the handbook. Also, it's not like I'm adding to that or anything, but you look like you were curious about the condition of Hyoko's body, right, Hajime? Of course. That's why I'm investigating. It's true there are several mysteries regarding her body. Oh, just hear me out for a second. Out of all those mysteries, what I think is the strangest is the way they wrapped her body with that duct tape. It's almost like they were trying to hide the wound on Hyoko's neck, don't you think? Hide the wound on her neck? I don't really know if that was their true intention. I guess it's a big help for our investigation. The reason for the low volume of blood is because the duct tape is acting as a compress, right? If her body was left alone after her throat was slit, the surrounding area would be a sea of blood. A sea of blood, huh? 2 dead bodies floating in a sea of blood. That's enough to make anybody faint. Which would mean that that after her throat was slit, she was tied, basically the duct tape was tied around her neck very quickly, right? That bloodstain, if it's from Hyoko, oops, my bad. If it's from Hyoko, then that bloodstain, something they were trying to hide, but if she was killed by the slit throats, why would they want to height is. Yeah, I don't really understand that either. Huh. Well, let's look at the stepladder for now. Yeah, first the stepladder. The stepladder is tipped over on its side. Some blood on it, too. This must be the stepladder that Ibuki used in the video I saw. Not necessarily Ibuki there, Hajime. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if that was Hiyoko. But why, I don't know. Ah, isn't that a bloodstain? Look, there's blood around the left side of the stepladder. As I recall, Ibuki didn't have any external injuries. If that's the case, then it must be Hiyoko's blood. That's the only thing I can think of. A bloodstain that probably belongs to Hiyoko is on the left side of the stepladder. What does it mean? That's a great question, and I have no answers. Let's look at the candle. There's a massive candle positioned in front of the stage. The dull light in that video must have been coming from this candle. A candle this huge might be perfect for lighting, but they didn't need to bother using a candle. They could have just used the normal stage lighting. Okay. That's the hemp bag. Rope. Let's look at Ibuki first. Ibuki's body lay atop the stage. She's wearing the hospital gown she was wearing when she was sick. Huh? What's this on Ibuki's feet? I didn't notice when she was hanging, but the soles of her feet are dirty. Blood? It's blood, right? But there shouldn't be any external injuries on Ibuki. That's the case. This blood belongs to someone else. Blood on the soles has been added to the truth bullets. Huh. Hey, Hajime, can I talk to you a sec? You already discovered the body before you met up with us, right? Yeah. At first I didn't know it was Ibuki because of that hemp bag, though. We could see her hair, though. But I knew right away she was dead since she was hanging from that rope. Which means Ibuki must have died before Hiyoko was tied up.
Yeah.
That helps. There's no time of death written in the Monokuma file this time. So I wasn't really sure who died first. We still can't be totally sure about that. It's true, their estimated time of death wasn't written in the Monokuma file this time. But I should know when Ibuki died because I personally saw it. No? Because that wasn't necessarily happening at the same time. Actually, no, wait, it's a live, it's not like a recording device, right? That had to be live, right? That is how it works. Yeah, because we were talking live with Kazuichi, right? I assume that's how it works. If it's a device that can record something and play it back later, that changes things. But anyway. But I should know when Ibuki died because I personally saw it. In that video, Ibuki was climbing the stepladder on her own. So right after that. Wait, hold on. If Ibuki climbed that stepladder and died right after, does that mean she committed suicide? No, that's impossible. Because even if Ibuki committed suicide, it doesn't explain Hiyoko's death afterwards. Two different deaths happened at the same time. There's no way that's a coincidence. And no kidding. Let's look at the hemp bag. Ibuki had a hemp bag on her head. It was hanging from the ceiling. Why did she have a hemp bag on her head? Wait, huh? That hemp bag. Upon further inspection, there's a Monami decal on the fabric. It looks like this isn't just a normal bag. And the noose. It's the rope that was tied to the baton lighting in the ceiling. Ibuki hanged herself with this rope and died. But from how Ibuki actually was with her sickness, it is possible that basically anyone who wanted her to cooperate with whatever they wanted done, come to think of it, could have easily gotten her to do so because of her compliance. Like, the way she was before her death with the despair disease, as contrived as it was basically that she would just listen to and accept anything. So I need to keep that in mind too. Yoko didn't seem to be sick, but we don't know because she'd hold herself up in her room. So no one really knows, I guess. What I can tell, it looks like a regular length of rope with no unnatural features. But despite the fact that this music venue has a storage room, there shouldn't have been any rope in there. Which means, was it obtained from the supermarket? Did the killer bring it from there? That means anybody could have obtained this rope, and it means it'd be difficult to use this as a clue. Wonder if that's true. Huh? Oh, I just noticed a little something. Is it okay if I confirm it?
Why?
Excuse me, Mikan! Do you have a moment? What's happened? There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right? Yes. She had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself. I see. So Ibuki died by hanging herself. That was obvious the moment we discovered the body. You might not have seen it, but we all saw that she hanged herself. You're right. Yep, I got it. So this rope won't be much of a clue. I might as well search another place. It's possible he is still also suffering from part of his liar syndrome, but who knows, really. There's a lot of possibilities with this case, because basically we can't even rely on the characteristics of the people that we normally would for tells, because there's the despair disease, which is making everyone act fucking crazy. So, I don't know, man. Truth bullet. Rope used for hanging has been added to the truth bullets of the handbook. Alrighty. So I think we're done with the stage. Let me take a little bit more of a look. Let me look up. Curtain. There's a black curtain hanging at the far side of the stage. This curtain is not wide enough. It can't reach from one edge to the stage from the other. It's not really a full-length curtain. The curtain wasn't originally here, right? If it was, it's strange that it doesn't fit properly. It was probably obtained from the furniture section of the supermarket. See? The back of the curtain is taped for temporary use, just like the curtain at the supermarket. So you're saying someone took the time to actually bring that curtain from the supermarket. If they went that far, this was probably something that the killer really needed to use for this crime. Why did they need it? Who knows? Well, it wouldn't be a mystery if the answers came easy. Music venue curtain has been added. Someone easily could have hid behind that. Anything else? Oh, control panel. Okay. There's a control panel in the wing of the stage. It seems you can use this control panel to raise and lower the baton lighting on the ceiling. In fact, we used this to lower Ibuki's hanged body. Speaking of the lighting, the video of the music venue I saw. It had a dim, candle-like ambience to it. And it didn't look like this lighting was used at all. But why didn't they use this lighting? If there's some reason that it would have inconvenienced them. If it wasn't Ibuki, it surely would have, because we might have been able to make out more of their features. I see. So you noticed too, Fiend. Huh? Noticed? So you didn't notice? Huh. Are those eyes just little glass balls? Take a good look at the baton lighting above your head. Have you not noticed that aberrant item? Look at the baton lighting? You mean that? There's something that looks like a black paper stuck to the baton lighting. I see. So you finally noticed. But I can't really see it from here. I should lower the baton lighting one more time and... There's no need. Jumpy! Feast your eyes upon the brave souls of my 4 dark devas of destruction. A hamster launched itself from Gundam's hand and ran up to the baton lighting on the ceiling in a flash. It started running around in the stuck slip of paper in rapid circles. And then the paper fluttered downward and was deftly caught by Gundam. Did you see that? Behold the power of the ultimate evil eye wielder. Wow, that is amazing! I've never seen a hamster do tricks. They're my 4 dark devas of destruction. Hamsters are merely their temporary form. So, what's with that paper? Huh. It seems to be some kind of thick paper, though it does not have any special skills inscribed onto it. It appears to be nothing useful. No, that's not it. There's no doubt. This is some kind of clue. I mean, the fact that it was stuck in a place like that, no matter how we think about it, it's too unnatural. Scrap of thick paper. Huh. Looks like that's it for the stage. Oh, never mind. AC control panel. And that's why it's so hot, right? This looks like the music venue's AC unit. That's right. You'd be able to adjust the hot air in the music venue with this. Alright, I should mess around with it a little. Like so. It's running as a heater! Over 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I know why it's so damn hot. Better turn off the heater for now. That should cool things off a little. See, temperature has been added. I have no clue what's going on, man. No frigging idea. That is it, right? I believe so. Yeah. Okay. Now, before I check out the broken machine, which is kind of the obvious thing, I want to first talk to everybody. Gundam. Did you direct your gaze to the brave stature of my 4 dark devas of destruction? Great. Akane. Hey, are you okay? Are you still not feeling well? Huh? Yeah, I don't really get it, but when I think about Nekomaru, it's like my knees start shaking. It's weird. There's no way I've got that kind of weakness. Probably go away if I battled a strong dude, but Nekomaru's not here. Nekomaru will definitely come back. You're right. Here you go. Hey, Hajime, take a look at this. Huh? What? Look at what's in front of the door. This is a drumstick, right? And it looks like it's broken. What happened to it? If something like that is in front of the door, think it might be a really big clue? Why would this be a clue? Remember when we came to the music venue? Won't open. The only thing we can do is force our way through. I wonder if that's going to be possible. Of the 4 of us, 2 of us are girls, you know? Doesn't matter if you can do it or not. We have to try. Let's go. We'll all charge at the same time. Ready? Set? Go! For Yuhiko's signal, we charged into the door at full force. Bam! The door was locked when we tried to go inside. 4 of us charged into the door. When I examined it, I found out this door doesn't have a lock at all, so the drumstick was sealing it. The door is designed to be pushed open, and this is the shape of the handle. If the stick was used to bar the door here, well, don't you think it would lock the door and keep it from opening? You mean, you think a drumstick was used to lock the door? The broken drumstick on the floor in front of the door should be proof of that. Then how was the killer able to get out? I mean, the music venue doesn't have any windows. This door is the only entrance. If they locked the door from the inside, the killer wouldn't be able to escape outside. Maybe. The killer was still inside when we broke the door down to the music venue. And they waited until we were already at the scene of the crime to join us. You know, don't they use tricks like that a lot in mystery dramas and stuff? If that's the case, there might be evidence of that around here somewhere. Alright, I'm definitely gonna find it. I won't let the killer get away with this. The killer was still inside when we broke down the doors to the music venue, huh? Like you said, that might be possible, but I heard what you two were discussing. Chiaki. That was a kinda cool entrance. Besides the broken drumstick, I've also discovered something interesting. What is it? Look, there's a weird glob right where the right and left doors touch. See? You're right. What is this? Oh, excuse me. Oh. Getting a little too comfy, I guess. It looks too firm, to think it's rubber. Yeah, it doesn't look like rubber, but as she said that, Chiaki bent down, scraped off the semi-transparent glob with her finger. Oh, jeez. Why are you putting it in your mouth? It smells like workshop chemicals. Workshop? And this chewiness. I see. This thing may be a glob now, but that doesn't mean it was a glob from the start. For instance, if it was originally a liquid that hardened into this, it might be possible to apply it directly and smoothly in the gaps of the door. What are you talking about? Just as I thought, it tastes nasty. Chiaki spat the glob out of her mouth and left the area. Besides that bit about the taste, it's okay to consider that some kind of clue, right? Righty. Monokuma camera. Oop. If only I noticed sooner, Ibuki might have been saved. Hey, when did you realize Ibuki was missing? After leaving Nagito's room, I went to the on-call room. That's when it came to me that I should go check on how everyone in the hospital is doing. One more time before I sleep. And so I went to the patient rooms and noticed Ibuki was gone. So I quickly ran out of the hospital. So that's when it happened. And then I saw Fuyuhiko in front of the hospital. So I asked him if he could help me look for Ibuki. Huh? That reminds me, where were you? I thought you were resting in the lobby. That is a long story, which you should probably tell somebody. I'm sorry. It's not like I doubt you or anything. There's no way I doubt you, because we've been together since this morning. You're right. We were together until you went to the on-call room. That's right. We were together until just a little before the morning Monokuma announcement. So I don't doubt you. I'm telling the truth. Is it alright if I continue with my autopsy? If you talk to me again later, I'll tell you what I know. Oh, please, spare my life at least. What happened to not doubting me? Okay. So she ran into Fuyuhiko in front of the hospital. There's nothing particularly strange about that right now, right? Because Fuyuhiko was supposed to be there just after the morning announcement, so that, he would receive the transmission. Yeah, I don't see anything strange about that yet, but obviously it will become important. The shattered remains of a machine are spread all over the floor. This appears to be the surveillance camera unit. Kazuichi put it in the music venue for communication purposes. Huh. Why is it destroyed like this? Perhaps criminal psychology is at play here. What do you mean? If they know that they're not being recorded, there's no way the killer would tolerate it. Or even if they know they're not being recorded. Committing a murder in front of a camera. So that is why they destroyed the camera. Huh. Seems plausible enough. They'd hesitate to murder someone in front of a camera. That's why the killer destroyed this? Then, what was that thing I saw? Now its camera unit has been added to the truth bullets. Are you ready, Mikan?
I need a little more time until the autopsy results are ready. So can you talk to me a little later? I'm so sorry for being a slow-witted slowpoke. Please don't kill me.
She definitely doubts me. Why you gotta be like that, Mikan? Let's look at the staff room. There's a door that says staff only. Looks like the inside is a storage room. I might as well investigate in here too. Agito. So this is where you went, huh? I guess I'll talk to him first. Agito, did you come here to investigate the storage room too? I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. Is that it? Or is he trying to stand guard here? So how about it? Did you find any clues? The tipped over stepladder on stage. The duct tape binding Hiyoko. That probably all came from the storage room. There might be other things from the storage room that they used for the crime. You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end, you're just going to be on the killer's side, right? I'm not siding with the killer, you know? I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it. That's the main reason why. This case is really special. Huh? But I can't say for certain. What's this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense. By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened. Hey, if you can explain it to me in detail, I think I'd be able to give you some more useful information. Really? You might just end up confusing us again instead. You don't want to find out the truth. You just want to make us suffer. That's not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well. For the sake of everyone's hope, I gladly become the enemy. I won't even mind when I die. That's the main reason why. I can't overlook this case this time. Huh? What does that mean? Regardless, I guess you're not gonna tell me, huh? Then it can't be helped. I'll just rely on my own gut feelings. Gut feelings? You should come by later too. I'll go there first. Wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously in the movie theater. After he said that, Nagito walked out of my sight. So what he's thinking, I assume, is that what was being sent to Hajime was not actually something happening in the moment, but something that was pre-recorded? But they were transmitting that? No, I don't know. I don't know. I'm getting ahead of myself. Why the sudden interest in the movie theater? Just a regular monitor, right? Yep. That's right, I almost forgot I could do that. You can see your whole body in this huge full-length mirror. It's probably used for checking costumes. With a mirror this big, it'd be easy to check how you look. There's a lot of different musical instruments lined up here. I know about guitars and drums, but there's also instruments and machines I've never seen before. But they don't look like they pertain to the case. There's a lot of stickers with the venue's logo placed here. It's like they made a bunch of them and had too many left over. Feels somewhat depressing. Huh? Compared to last time, it feels like there are less stickers than before. Am I overthinking this? There's carpeting, wallpaper, and paint on the shelf. It's probably used for stage decorations. Isn't this where that quote-unquote paper came from? This thick black paper that's folded up on the lower shelf. It looks like wallpaper. There are a lot of stickers pasted over in front of the all over the front of the wallpaper. And this edge of the wallpaper. It looks a little torn, but what does this mean? Guess that's everything important in the storage room. We should go back to the music venue. I still have no idea, honestly. It seems like something that Hiyoko and Ibuki planned. But if so, why? And how did Hiyoko end up dead? I don't get it. Alright. With this, we might be close to finish with the investigation of the music venue. But I still need to talk to Mikan. I need to make sure to get those autopsy results from her. Let's do it. How about it, Mikan? Have you found out anything by now?
To tell you the truth, it's been very inconclusive. But it's not my fault. This music venue is just too hot. Because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death.
Because of the heat? Is that possible?
If a body is overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine a precise time of death.
I see. That might have been the killer's goal. They covered up their time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the music venue hot. That's weird.
Even if this heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death?
I agree. As long as I saw it, it should be clear what order the murders occurred. First was Ibuki, then Hiyoko. And as long as this is an imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistaking the order of the murders. Huh? Imitation murder? You don't know, Hajime? I thought everyone already knew. It's a murder where the killer uses a creative work, like a song or film, as an outline for the killings. So it's common in detective novels, mangas, and video games that you start that are so common that you start getting annoyed by it. How would an imitation murder be related to this murder?
Well, based on the killing order and the way they were killed, it's clearly an imitation of that movie.
That movie? The assumption is an imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed two people. The goal was an imitation killer. Even so, why did they feel the need to do something like that? Excuse me, if this was really an imitation of that movie, then is it possible that one more person might have been killed? Oh, the movie from the movie theater earlier, we declined to see it. Right, okay. It is certainly conceivable if the killer wishes to complete the imitation. Hold on a sec. What are you all talking about? An imitation murder? One more person might have been killed? Are you guys worried that there's gonna be another victim? Then no worries. Things would get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people could be killed all at once. I'm a real cautious fella, so I prepared a perfect countermeasure. On this killing school trip, the same Blackened can only kill a maximum of 2 people. You mean you've added another rule? Well, if killing everyone at once is okay, then the Blackened would just be able to secure an easy victory, right? This new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains. If it's a maximum of 2 people, then there will not be any more killings? Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? You know, I just want to confirm one of the class trial rules. I see. As expected of you, you're very strict about games. I don't want to consider this possibility at all. And I don't even want to think that someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what happens if there are 2 killers? Eh? Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hiyoko were killed by 2 different people. That would mean that the killers exist at the same time, right? But we can only vote for one person, right? So we can only choose one based on a majority vote. The other person could certainly achieve victory. Yeah, you're right. So what happens in that case? What about a case where there's 3 incidents instead of 2? Or 4 incidents overlap one another? Shut up! It's okay. I'll make extra sure something like that never happens. Meaning 2 killers can't exist at the same time. So it's safe to say that this applies to this case too, right? Ugh. Alright. Fine. That's right. There's always 1 killer at any given time. Even if they had an accomplice, I'd have you figure out who the mastermind is. Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. I should just shut up and go back to my cave. I see. So there's no possibility for 2 killers to exist at the same time. With this, I guess that narrows things down a little. Yep, that makes things a little easier. Plus, if the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people, it means a 3rd victim would be impossible. Imitation murder breakthrough. You guys keep saying it, and it sounds strange to me. What do you guys mean by imitation? Could it be? You haven't seen it? Seen it? Seriously, seen what? Like I said, that movie. When we first explored this island, Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets. Then the imitation is... Of course, it's an imitation of that movie. Well, based on the murders this time, it closely resembles that movie, as if they were copying it. As if they copied the movie? I see. Oh, excuse me. Nagito mentioned something about that. And it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my own gut feelings. The feelings? You should come by later too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously, the movie theater. See. So you haven't seen it. Still, it's not too late, I think. It's probably a good idea if you watch that movie before the class trial starts. It's like I need to do that. Then I should get going too. There are other places I want to investigate. Where do you intend to go next, Chiaki? Probably the hospital, for sure. The first victim, Ibuki, was there. I don't know what was going on in the hospital in the first place. Thanks to that despair disease, we could not go there for some time. She's right. It might be good for me to investigate the hospital too. There might be some clues related to Ibuki's death. For clues related to Hiyoko's death, I should try going over to the motel. There's still a lot of things I can do before the class trial. I'll definitely give it my all until the end. Alright, but we are gonna do that next time. So thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you're still enjoying the series, and I'll see you all then.